That's a scary ass phone call if you get it. And here we go. Let's see what we got here. You are live on the air. Who is this?
Hey, baby, I got me my mixtape.
Oh my God, it's Ross fucking Long. I was just talking about you the other evening, sir.
From the land of the hippies.
I was just talking to my new girlfriend the other night about Ann Sheeber, and I was telling her about Rob Northcutt. Yes. Northcutt. We've got Nate from the Joykoffs is back in studio, and Alex Jurgens is back with us.
Who?
And we've got Ross Long on the telephone.
So in the phone book, that's Long Ross.
You did
That's right.
Chris,
That's awesome.
Chris perfectly. Don't let anybody tell you different.
Okay, thank you, Ross.
You impersonated him.
Now,
Good for him.
We've got headphones somewhere, I think.
I don't care. I don't need headphones.
You guys don't care about
I can hear
Ross?
myself. Oh,
Okay.
Wait, that's the only way we can hear him?
That's the only way you can hear him, unless I turn him on the little speaker thing here.
Figure out how to plug shit in.
Let me see here. Maybe. Can you? Okay, there we go. We might have sound coming out of that.
We're just experimenting as.
We're just experimenting as things go on.
Sorry, we've never done this before.
No, we've never done this.
We're not that
Ross,
professional
ever.
of a radio station. So.
Trust me, I did it for over a year and a half, yeah.
So, you're out in Colorado. What the hell is going on out there in the great state of Colorado besides keeping the hippies off the property?
Well, we're actually welcoming the hippies on in here. We got lots of good stuff going on. A friend of mine at my pot social club, where I go and smoke marijuana legally, he is going on a little trip around the South called the Pot Heard Round the World.
There you go. That's a good one. Aaron Burr was there. It was awesome.
Aaron Burr is going to be at the Pot Heard Around the World. That's awesome.
Aaron Burr?
It's an old reference.
Way back there, a couple hundred years ago.
There you go. He got it. Ross is smart.
Ross is smart, yes. The people we associate with are not.
They're going to be in Topeka.
You're going to be in...
You tell all your friends at 3 o'clock they're going to have a rally at the Capitol building.
Sweet.
And I guess there's all sorts of, advocacy groups, for marijuana and hemp and everything that's already coming. So this thing is kind of, it's taken on a world of its own, and it's really going.
Look at that. We might have legal pot in Kansas soon.
Man,
they're getting closer.
I'm telling you, if everybody had weed and blowjobs, there'd be world peace, bro.
And they're going to stop in Wichita.
Look at that.
Oh gosh, I'm not sure what day that is. I think that's. I'm not sure.
Does his own sound effects. I like it.
But, yeah, just look up the pot around the world, and you'll find
That's
out.
That's pretty good.
Like but yeah, that might be worth it for you to pop down to Wichita to see him on the way back, because. Oh yeah, this guy, he's got a powerful lawyer, and they do all sorts of, they do a marijuana business academy, and he's got all sorts of things going on. But he's also a big advocate, and I'm saying, charge forward, Casey, go get him.
Look at that.
We need pot, and we need hemp.
Sure. Yeah. I agree with all of that. Yeah.
Well, see, I think we need pot. I don't do pot, but I know a lot of people who do.
Do pot?
Do pot.
I've never.
Yes.
That's like the freaking widest nerdy thing I've ever heard.
That sounded very, very.
I don't do pot.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. You mean smoke it? You don't like fucking inject it into your veins.
It's like.
It's not like heroin.
Porno. You don't do porn. You do porno. You make a porno. You don't make a porn. Isn't that what Family Guy taught us? I think it's like
I've never heard anybody that be like, I remember back in the day when me and my friends were doing pot.
That's has a good fucking voice. I love that. We need to record that for a voiceover.
Well, see, this is the thing. Ross knows that I am the original uncool hip white guy.
You're not hip.
Nah, you're pretty hip. Are you cool in a way?
Right, yeah.
It just seems like he's on drugs.
You're the most fucked up sober guy I've ever met in my life.
That is very true.
See?
The #1 prize.
There you go, yeah.
Yup.
Me and Ross are gonna smoke about it.
Smoke about it? That's a good way to go about it.
That's right. Well, and Ross, you're out in Colorado. Nate's got a brother who raps out there in Colorado.
Yeah, dude. He's awesome.
He's awesome.
He is amazing.
Oh, really? Cool.
See, he doesn't care.
Juggalo vein?
No.
Fuck Juggalo.
No. Actually, my brother is really incredible, and I actually hate rap, and I hate that I have to say it, but props where props are due. It's not even biased, because I hate my brother, so...
Doesn't everybody hate their brother and sister, though?
Maybe that's why you
Good.
He's amazing. You should look up Reckless County. He'll blow your mind.
Is he talking about Hutch or something, or what?
I got to interview head PE last night, Ross. I finally got to interview head PE.
Was Jared awesome?
Yes.
I've seen them like 9 times. He's the
finally
coolest
got to do
motherfucker ever. I saw him at McGraw's and Hutch, and he took me out back when Wicked Wisdom was playing there, Jada Pinkett Smith's band.
Yeah.
And he fucking introduced me to Will Smith and everything. He was awesome, dude.
That's
awesome. He's really cool. He's like, that's fucking love. Will Smith is out behind a fucking bar in Hutchinson, fucking Kansas. He's like, that's love, bro.
Shit.
And I'm like, that's awesome.
You should have got me an autograph or something.
Wicked ways.
No, it's
That's
not
Jada
Wicked
Pinkett Smith's metal band.
Yes.
She has a metal band.
Yeah, I don't know if they're still playing.
And I'm not trying to be racist here, but I honestly thought that black people would not be interested in metal.
What are you talking about? There's plenty of, like, Howard Jones from Killswitch and LeJean from Seven Dust.
Well, okay, yeah.
Don't open up the annals of rock with me, bro.
The annals? You can't say anal?
No, annals. Like the annals of history.
Hey, Ross, do you still have that footage of you and Gallagher? I was telling somebody about that the other day. They were like,
the watermelon smashing guy?
Yes.
I personally don't have that, but a mutual acquaintance who will not be named has that, and he's keeping it until Gallagher dies, which could be any day.
Any swing could be his last.
That's right. Any swing could be his last.
On his tombstone, that motherfucker could smash a pumpkin.
Bam!
Watermelon.
Bam! Oh, instead of hitting a watermelon, he hits his own melon and he dies from it.
See?
Oh, and I need to ask you. You just made me think of this.
Yay.
In December, come December, I know it's a long ways away, but I guess Johnny Kim will have a charity thing. Who knows? And I guess Swept Aside is going to come together and do at least one concert for that.
Sweet.
Really? We might have to. We might have to go up
bring
and
me back because my pal is in there, and that might be because Swept Aside is almost worth it. They're so metal outrageous and all, and
metal outrageous.
That's a new one.
We need to have you come back through and go to the Opera House and do that Elvis impersonator, the Joseph Hall, the guy who was on America's Got Talent or whatever.
Right, and you said he was going to probably come back.
He's going to bring the full Branson experience. He's got go-go dancers. He's got a band. Everybody's in like suits.
Go-go dancers in Branson?
Yes.
Branson's for hillbillies. You don't find go-go dancers in Branson, Missouri, of all places. You go to Vegas or some shit for that.
In the 60s did go-go dancers. Elvis did go-go dancers.
Word.
That's true. Besides doing coke, he also did go-go dancers too. Austin Powers did too, yes.
And I think somebody that me and Nate knows. He just sits there stone cold face.
Don't even know what
he's so confused over there.
What the hell are you even trying to reference?
I know.
Like somebody that me and Nate know. That narrows it down.
Or anybody did I'm kind of a mini Elvis fan.
There you go. So are you short?
So I have to defend it.
That's right.
You're a tiny person?
Oh, but one
Dwarf.
other- you made me. That's a possibility, but that's December and it's a long ways away.
Yes.
However, you all were talking about outrageous radio. We do have a cool terrestrial radio station. It's called K-High. They're on the internet too. If you would look up
K-High.
Nice.
That's,
No One's Heroes and the Joy-Cops need to play a tour sponsored by K-High.
Well, and
Dude,
speaking
on
of
it.
K-High, and Ross, I'm kind of a radio geek. I work in terrestrial radio and that sort of thing, and I follow the trades and the business every day. K-High was actually on AM radio for about a month, and then the guy that owned the station died, and per his request upon his death, they decided to sell off the station, and it's now running easy listening music. But it's still online. We're talking stuff that'll make you help take a shit with X-Lax. It's that slow and easy. It's a slow, easy-going feeling.
But they're still doing the
They're probably still
shows
online.
and, oh gosh, yeah, I only listen to them online.
Yeah, they're still online. They're still there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
But you're saying
K-High.
that's different from their on-air terrestrial broadcast?
Yeah, because if you turn to their old AM position, it's now, like I said, it's running the easy listening stuff, but it's still running online 24/7.
Have you ever heard anybody say hard listening?
Unless they're referencing Howard Stern, no.
Like, what is there? What kind of band are you in? Oh, it's hard listening.
We'll call the new old classic oldie metal pop, you know.
Yeah, like a late
Years from now or
'60s
whatever.
death funk grindcore thing.
We need to skim through the archives to find all that stuff. That'd be awesome. Yes. We got another format for another hub, Jiggy. We got another one right there in the planning stages.
So Ross, have you bought a drone yet? I know that you're into all these cameras. Have you bought a drone yet?
I've been tempted to, and I've seen some other people out and around here in Colorado that have one, and I just kind of think, you know, walking up in the mountains, it would be cool to have one to let it fly over here to see what's there. So, you know, before I have to trudge up there or whatever, you know, things like that. But I don't know if I would use it more as a toy than a tool, I would think. But yeah, they're kind of cool, and then we'll wait a little longer for them to get a little better and have the prices come down before they totally ban them and nobody can buy them anywhere.
Right.
We have to buy them off the gray market.
That's right.
Buy them through Canada.
Well, yeah. So I guess the government is kind of confronted with that dilemma. I mean, they can ban them, but they're still going to be out there, and there'll still be innovation on them. Other countries will have them. They'll get in here. So, you know, you might as well let them in here and let reasonable usage of them happen.
Poignant.
That's my take.
Poignant. It's a good word.
Now, something that I've been trying to figure out is me and James Brockaway, of course, from Salina, are thinking about starting our own professional wrestling backyard organization.
You're an idiot.
You don't even have the space for it, Jiggy.
Jiggy. Bad idea. Move on.
idea.
The alleyway is literally right next to your house. There's no way in hell you're going to fit a
That's
backyard
right.
ring.
See?
Okay, let me
Unless
just.
you put it in your
I've got one word that will
bedroom.
get you off of this idea.
Okay.
Liability.
Very much a liability. You have enough problems with the law as it is. You don't need to have more shit tacked on your record. You don't need it.
Why don't you do drugs? What the hell's wrong with you, man?
Waivers.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Let's just. I've got an idea, guys. Let's just have everybody sign a death waiver.
Yo, I could die on this radio show right now. I don't know. I didn't sign a waiver.
Sue them.
Right.
See?
Uh-huh.
Jesus Christ.
If they're dead, they can't sue me.
The families can. The families can, Jake.
See, Alex and you are like the voice of reason, and that doesn't work with me here because I have all sorts of crazy ideas.
Because you're also spontaneous.
You're a dreamer.
And flying off
You're
the
a dreamer.
wall.
I'm a
You
dreamer.
can't
But
think
you're
what
also
you're
an
going to
idiot.
do.
Yes. So I'm going to be making.
Jimmy, I need to
Well,
ask you. You have a
okay.
very intelligent. you have a very intelligent crew with you there today. I mean,
Thank you.
For, you know, your fellow.
Your usual riffraff you bring on.
Why, I don't know. They're usually a bunch of cousin Chris's.
Oh.
They're knowledgeable and intelligent.
I know, right?
Well, see,
Thank you.
Nathan is.
Forgot the question. Go ahead.
We forgot it too, buddy.
Well, what I was going to say is that I have been, I don't know, really hired. I'm not hired, but me and the world famous Bob Hunter, Bob the Photog, Mr. Photographer, who is not.
Why does
like,
everybody you know have a retarded nickname?
What was the nickname?
Bob the Photog.
We used to work with retarded people. So
You're just nicknaming it for
Hey,
consistency's
Jiggy,
sake. Yeah, what the hell?
And the fan, and Action Corey, and the rest of them. But I am going to be a ring announcer for a backyard wrestling company in Salina. However, they are going to make me wear.
Fucking idea.
They're going to make me wear a luchador mask, and the reason they're making me wear a mask is because they are carried on Access TV.
Because you're so fucking ugly.
Hold on.
Cover that face of yours. I don't want to see your fucking face
Right.
anymore.
They're carried on Access TV, and the company, when I announced this on Facebook and Twitter that I was going to be with this group, Access called, so apparently they're still monitoring me. They called this wrestling
NSA.
company, and they said, if James Lowe's face, Jiggy Jaguar, is shown on our air, you won't have your show aired because he is the only person in Access TV history to be banned for life.
What? I know you've probably told me
Hey,
this.
I think you know what causes that thing?
Yes!
Open door policy.
Very much so. It's an open door policy.
That's what causes all
I'm
of
the
your
only person
trials
to
and
ever be
tribulations.
banned for life.
And your foibles.
God
You're
damn.
ridiculous.
so that's not true about me and other folks.
Apparently not.
Effectively banned?
Apparently, you and Larry can go back. I can't.
I
I've been
want
banned
to get on there
forever.
in place of you, in care of, or what's the term for it? In place of?
Consigliere.
Consigliere. You mook.
Hey, who you calling a
You
mook, you
freaking
sloppy
mook!
fat fuck? You think you're better than me?
What are you?
You fucking asshole!
What?
I mean, they've made for sure that they don't want you. Oh, so that extends to not only can you produce or make programming for Access in any way, shape, or form, they don't want your face on that.
No. They said they don't have a problem
They
with.
didn't say anything about
They don't have a problem with my voice.
vocalizations. You can,
Yes.
you can use your vocals.
But let's be honest, all right? Nobody really wants Jiggy's face anywhere.
Go, Nathan.
Just saying, it's the truth. Nobody really does want his face anywhere. So we're talking about a billboard.
That's irrelevant.
Your face on.
That's irrelevant.
Yeah.
If you knew it as we knew it, yes, it would be.
It's true.
Yes, quite interesting.
Now, so I'm going to be referred to as the unknown announcer, sort of like the unknown comic from the Gong Show.
From parts unknown, weighing in at an incredible 350 pounds, Jiggy Nobody.
That's right. I'm Jiggy Nobody.
Jiggy Nobody.
That's how it is. But I thought.
You can use Cousin Chris and everybody else, can't you?
Oh yeah, we can do all the stuff. I just can't physically be seen on Access TV. I've been effectively banned for life.
Okay.
That's so awesome, dude. I wish I could say that.
Maybe they just don't want to see an old employer's face anymore.
It's freaking metal, dude.
It's metal.
It is metal.
Metal.
Well, you see, the life of what? The life of Access, or your physical life?
That's right.
The life of anonymity.
About living Access.
I think with the fact that there's two people on the city commission that don't like Access, I think I'll probably outlive Access.
Probably. At this rate and the way they're going, it sounds like you are.
See? So I wish we could have had, also, I have a show, or we used to have a show on Access where we made fun of.
Oh, was that canceled too?
Yes.
Okay. Just wondering.
Yep.
That's been canceled. Yes.
Canceled a while
That
ago.
was canceled a long time ago.
Gosh.
I made fun of Muslim terrorists.
Wow.
All sorts of things.
And you didn't get shot in the chest?
No.
Good job.
Wow, what an
I won-
accomplishment, bro.
I won
Props
a
to you.
No,
golf
do not clap for
Golf
that.
clap.
Dude. Don't clap for that.
Don't clap for that. And then let's see. Well, and also part of the reason I think I probably was banned from Access was because me and Ross one time scooped Access by going and interviewing the pool guy Mike Massey, and we're the first person to get it online before they got theirs online. Little quibble things. We tried. They tried to ban.
One of my favorite things we ever did.
That's right. They tried to ban us from a public park. They called the Parks Department and said, "Don't let Jiggy and Ross in the park to do interviews with the bands." And I had an anonymous person from the Parks Department call me one day, and they go, "By the way, your little buddy has been down here trying to get you guys banned. I'm a big fan. There's a lot of people here at the city that are big fans. Just keep doing what you're doing."
That's cool.
Wow, they stuck up for you?
Yes.
Wow, props again. Good job.
That you can clap for. Yeah. Not the Muslim stuff.
No, I wasn't clapping about
Yes.
that. I was clapping the part where he didn't get shot in the chest.
We were. Oh, and by the way, last night, Ross, I interviewed Sprout from King Shifter, and I told him that
Nice.
he was in our court case, our 6-hour court case. His video was played many a time because he called out this guy who's racist.
I know, that 10-minute video that took a half hour to play.
So we had some fun times. I'll have to say.
We did, and I don't apologize nor regret it.
No.
I was thinking about that the other day, and I was just saying, well, I guess if it forever ruined my reputation, whatever that is.
Oh, Nathan's reputation's ruined by hanging around with me.
Yeah, yeah. I try to tell him about brand integrity constantly.
See, this would be
we know
the.
all about brands and registered service marks.
But nothing about integrity.
No, not me.
Yeah.
Ross always tried to impart integrity on me.
Right.
I just never ever picked up on it.
I know.
It's kind of like
I've known you for like 5 years, bro.
Yeah.
I'll have to say.
Good for Jiggy, but not that good.
Right. Yeah. Oh, I'm Mother Teresa over here.
Right. The devout Catholic herself. The devout nun. Bullshit.
Well, if I taught Jiggy one thing, if you're going to go after somebody, don't do it in a lie. That never works because it's a lie. If you hit them with embarrassing truth and keep hitting them with truth after truth
Yes.
after truth about things,
Yes.
that's where you really truly get under somebody's fingernails.
I think this guy just talked about me for a while.
Oh, and by the way,
And you cause them to call.
Yeah, right.
Officials, and you need to ban Jiggy.
Right.
Ross is the one that came up with the word expurgation. He's the one that always
Expurgation.
said,
Is that a word?
You don't tell people you got thrown out, you tell them you've been expurgated. Permanently expurgated. That's the term.
Pretty sure extirpated.
No, it's
Real word,
expurgated.
look it up.
I'll have to.
See?
I'll have to.
It's a real word. Look it up.
I'll go. I'll stick my foot in my mouth. I was wrong.
I'll stick my
I'm not above being
Be
wrong.
doing that more often.
Yeah. Hey, I haven't said shit in this last 10 minutes.
That's true. I've been very quiet myself, so
Now,
Capitalizing on that point.
something else, Ross, is we learned a lot of lessons in Salina that I've been applying here to Hutchinson, and I'll have to say that the people of Hutch are not like the people of Salina. The people of Salina will do all they can to ruin you and shut you down. Here, they don't want it getting out. They don't want it ruining their reputations. They have... So... at least I'm starting to apply lessons and learning things. And
You're still a terrible person.
but I still am a terrible person.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, we understand that.
I understand that shit. Now, let's see. Nate. Oh, this is something else I want to get into since we've got Nathan and Ross both here. Ross was the one that made sure we had the lights and the cameras and all the craziness, and it's professional.
And I made the action.
And
True.
I don't think he was ever a fan of the open door policy.
Yeah, no.
Nathan absolutely hates the open door policy. Ross,
too.
Your thoughts. Go.
I don't know.
It's brand integrity, man. You can't just let any, riffraff just walk in off the streets and start being an asshole on your program. Do you want to be liked or respected?
Sure, yeah. Okay.
Do you want to be liked or respected?
Yeah, I'm trying to teach Jiggy that, but whatever.
Yeah. But he doesn't respect himself. I mean, obviously.
obviously.
Nobody else respects you. Why would you respect yourself? But you gotta respect yourself. Brand integrity.
Brand integrity.
You want people to be like, that Jiggy's a stand-up fucker.
Well, one thing also that Ross used to always impart to us is when you refer to things, refer to them as their legal entity. So, like when we would talk about Access TV, he's like, don't call it Access, don't call it Access TV, refer to it by its corporate name, Community Access Television of Salina, Inc.
There you go.
So
That's proper.
I've learned
Very
things.
proper.
Much like I own Hutchinson Festivals, Inc.
Yeah.
You?
Which is a different story for a different day, Ross.
Yeah, we'll talk about this later. I want to hear more about this.
Definitely. Sometime, Ross, when you get a chance, you'll have to call me and I'll have to fill you in on this. I'm going to fill these guys in on it off the air because there's lawsuits and lawyers and all sorts of things.
Oh, my.
That's right.
You got a ton of people on your ass, Jiggy. Come on. Damn, you know how to make
But at
movies.
least with me, I have the truth, like Ross says. I have the truth on my side.
Well, that's good.
Do you also have a lawyer on your side too?
Yes.
You gotta have more than just the truth. You gotta have a fucking lawyer.
If you ever need an embellisher, I'm right here for you, buddy.
Okay.
There you go. I'm here for you too. I'm here for you too.
Actually, I've got things to do. When's the
Wow,
court?
way to stick up
When's
for
the
your
court?
fellow man.
When's the court date?
I don't
What is
know.
it? I'm busy. I can't be there. I'm busy.
I remember when Ross and I had to go to court. We were sitting there 6 hours with Ed Baldwin, and he was yelling
that crazy guy. Oh shit!
Oh, this fucking guy.
Yeah, this fucking mook. Fucking shill.
It's just that the lawyer, allowed it to go. It was a hearing to dispute a restraining order, and he allowed it to go on all day practically. Yeah, you're
Wow.
right. It was like 6 hours or some shit.
Like those people that filibuster in Congress.
Breaks and everything. It's just that he allowed Ed, so much irrelevant, testimony to come in that it was just, all right, everybody's got their day in court and we won. So,
That's right.
Wow, yeah.
We did.
Yep.
We kicked their ass and they hated every minute of it. I wish we could have got Jonathan Phelps from the Phelps family.
Really?
Oh hell no!
Really?
No,
We,
not that fucking asshole.
me and Ross did go meet with the Phelps at
Wow.
one point because we were going to hire them to be our attorney.
And you didn't get shot in the
Oh,
chest
what?
again?
You didn't get. Wait,
two
I'm surprised
times.
you're outside protesting or something. You have better shit to do. Come on, you need somebody a lot better than that.
We went to Topeka and met with them, and it's
God,
so
that's
funny,
scary.
Because at one point we were talking to them about Access TV and how we had hats and T-shirts, and Jonathan Phelps was sitting there, and he's like, "Well, it'd be the same thing as if my family wore a Nike logo or Adidas. You think Nike or Adidas are going to sue him?" And he looks at me and Ross and he goes, "And you know how crazy they are?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, this fucker's in on the joke."
Jesus.
Like,
Wow.
you need to revitalize your Axis tire or something.
Yeah.
When you go back to Salina, wear your Axis shirt with your mask.
There you go.
Do a whole show with your mask on. Yeah.
Oh my God!
What a good
I might
idea.
Just have to wear the Access shirt when I do the. I'm gonna.
Why?
Or just
Product
pin up
placement?
Pin up your Access shirts along the ring or someplace.
Yeah.
Where the camera will
Jiggy
get-
Jaguar.
Jiggy Lucha.
Jaguar.
Called it.
Called it.
Nailed it.
Bring back in old Larry. That would be a great thing. for
Ninja
Larry.
Larry.
Hey, Jiggy.
Dear God. It sounds like you actually did a good impersonation for once.
Yes.
Good job, dude.
Yep.
5 years.
We could bring back Action Corey, who was he was always high on fake pot and bath.
What?
Fake pot.
There was one time he was
Word for that fucking.
he was sitting in my apartment and he's like
Real pot. He wanted that synthetic pot.
he wanted the synthetic
Was he
pot.
doing the K2 shit?
Yes.
Oh.
He was doing K2 and he was sitting there and he was just out of his mind and he's like, come on, man, we gotta order it from them, and they even deliver, man. and someone was in the room at the time, and they're like, I have real pot in my car.
Oh my God.
And they're like, no, man, I want the fake stuff, man. They
Why do they
deliver,
want the real
man,
shit,
I
though?
need
Real
it.
shit is the real stuff.
Just put
Salvia
packing
is
peanuts
just not
inside a
good.
blunt.
Always to me was kind of
No.
the personality of a huffer, somebody who does paint fumes and stuff like that.
Go huff some fucking paint, you fucking nobody.
You fucking nobody.
Wait, this is Action Corey. I can't talk shit on him, despite the fact never met the cocksucker anyway.
He's a nobody. That's awesome. Well, he was.
Wasn't nobody. Now he's a fucking nobody. He's a lesser known motherfucker.
I had a rap. We had was the last time Nathan was here. We had one of the some rapper who's in a band called Legion of Doom.
Yeah, what, Adamantine or Lil J?
I have the CD right here for the
And
webcam people.
And
here.
they said that they did time with Eric from the Grind at one point in Salina.
Really?
You remember Eric, don't you, Ross? That the guy they called the military in.
Yeah, so I wonder if he's out of prison yet.
Oh, I doubt it.
Oh my God.
He
I
was.
would think so. They don't put him. I don't know. What do they? I mean, he would be in prison for what? 5 years so far, or what?
Something like that.
How long has he
5
got to
years
go?
now?
He had this pot shop, or this fake pot shop that he had, and he was right
Yep.
across the street from City Hall, and he painted his building up to where it looked like it was all psychedelic and people were tripping. And he had these.
Well, that's
he
a
had
red
all
flag
these-
immediately.
Had all these expensive cars like Lamborghinis and shit, and he parked them out there. And there was one day Ross was like, you're just like flipping the city off. You realize that? And he goes, yeah, I don't.
What a fucking dumbass! Is
I
he
don't-
intentionally trying to call the city on him like that?
I don't think it was the paint job that pissed everybody off. I think it was the flashing neon sign that kept saying meth lab. Meth lab.
Well, and what's great is like me and Ross went in there one day and we were talking to him, and he's like, health inspector was in here the other day.
Right.
And he was checking my sinks because he served he did like deli sandwiches and stuff. And he's like, they were in here checking the sinks, and he goes, I asked him at one point, do you get ever sick and tired of coming in here? And they're like, man, I'm just doing my job. They're just trying to figure out a way
That's
to
a
shut
yes.
you down.
That's a yes.
Oh man.
And
Just
then-
trying to figure out how to shut you down.
And
Yup,
then
yup.
somebody from the city came over one day and they said, here's a contract and here's a blank check. Fill out the contract and fill out the check and just write whatever you want. We want to buy your business, we want this building, we want you the fuck out of here. And he's like, well, I got to take this contract and go show it to my
You
attorney.
can't come back and do a business and.
That's right.
Whatever.
What had happened was there was a clause in the contract that stated that he could, for like 10 years, couldn't have a business in Salina. And
Yeah, that sounds right.
he
Man,
told him, he was
shit,
like,
who
I'm not
cares?
signing this.
$100 million blank check. I'll shut down my business.
He's like, I'm
Fuck, I'll
not
go travel
signing
the
Well,
this.
It's
okay,
Salina fucking
now can he
Kansas.
do it outside city limits? Is it outside of city limits? Is it legal?
Who cares?
Well-
It's Salina. Move to fucking a metropolis and start a business with $100 million. Bam, done.
Thank you for proving my point. I like that.
He wasn't. He. Well, so what happened is he didn't sign the deal. And they told him, they go, "You're gonna regret this."
Yeah.
And like a week later, the military showed up.
Nice.
And they surrounded this guy's
That's
place.
metal. Now that's metal.
And they were driving all over town. If you thought Boston and some of these places, Baltimore and all these places that have the military and the cops, Salina Police Department watches those and gets
They
off
follow
on it.
them.
They're like, "God damn it, why can't that be us?"
Well, but you do know Obama just recently signed an order. Basically, they're taking away a lot of that military equipment, right, from cops.
Salina's not giving theirs back.
They're gonna have to go fighting tooth and nail through the fucking court system.
Salina last year bought 2 grenade launchers for their police.
Why the fuck is that even necessary?
Why do you
This is not fucking Ferguson, Missouri, for Christ's sake. This is fucking Salina, Kansas. 45,000 people.
I had a buddy of mine, R.J. Dickens, who works in Wichita, and he calls me and he goes, "I got a question for you. What did you and Ross do to those
What did he
people in
do?
Salina?" And I said, "What do you mean?" And he goes, "They've bought 2 grenade launchers, for God's sakes. What did you and Ross do to those people?"
No.
I said, "Nothing. Nothing in the last 5 years."
That's hilarious. They've bought 2 grenade launchers.
Oh, damn. We are fucking
Go, Ross. What do you think about the grenade launchers?
We have done nothing
They're awesome.
for, to stimulate the city of Salina in many years, at least about 4 years, I would say.
I would fucking buy a grenade launcher if I
don't
could.
know where all that came from, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. They had a safety demonstration here in Pueblo, Colorado yesterday, and yeah, there's this huge bomb-proof armored personnel carrier. One of those six-wheeled things.
They don't need this
what
shit.
do you need that for?
They don't need any of this shit. Seriously.
To protect themselves from friendly fire.
Grenade launcher
Right.
for armor?
Right.
Look at that.
Although, in all fairness, I would totally buy a grenade launcher. That's friggin' awesome.
Of course you would.
Who would?
Who wouldn't want
Your
one? But
neighbors
the
would
cops
never
don't
fuck
need
with
a
you.
damn grenade launcher.
Your
Neighbors would never. Yeah, they had an annoying ass dog that shit in your yard. He's not gonna be sitting there much longer. I mean, yeah, it's a little overkill, but you get the point across.
However, it is legal in most states for individuals to own a flamethrower.
Nice,
So
dude.
maybe we should all get one of those in case the cops come
I'm just
by.
saying, man. I would love for people to be like, "Don't fuck with Nathan. He's got a grenade launcher."
Yes, that's awesome. And then I was telling a few people yesterday about the illegal message board, if you remember that.
Illegal message board. I am inquiring what this is.
I admit to that.
Exactly. I admit to nothing. I don't know what's going on there, but
Plead the fifth.
Yeah, play the fifth.
That
I
was
said nothing.
quite unusual.
well, I will have to say that that my stories. I've been talking with Bob Hunter about Anne, and I was like, she takes 300 pictures from the same spot. See, like Nathan's girlfriend took some photos today.
Thank you for not slandering her.
She took them from different spots in the,
Yeah,
in the
look at her,
studio.
yeah.
And it's like, Anne, 300 pictures, same spot.
That's weird.
It's like, what are you doing?
That's okay if you're taking pictures from your cell phone, I guess. Or
Yeah, selfies.
She's got professional equipment,
Yeah.
and she's standing in one spot.
maybe she's just really lazy.
Could be.
Well, she was kind of lazy. And,
That's right. I mean, out here we have meetup groups, and there's a couple of photography ones I'm in where they take you out and they'll teach you how to do long exposures and stuff, but which is very interesting. And even though I'm 51 years old and I know about all there is to know, I've got no problems to go to these meetups and learn a little more that I might not know. I've learned all sorts of cool little photography hacks.
see? You're never too old to learn.
So,
Nope.
That's
You're never too young to die, bro.
That's very true. When the good die young, the old don't make it.
The good die young.
It's true.
Actually, I was referencing
Look at me.
Machine Gun Kelly, but not
Well, you're
not
not
Billy
dead.
or
I
Billy
almost
Joel.
did. I mean, I was right there.
Well, yeah.
It was awesome.
Of course it was.
It was,
I'm sure
dude.
you thought it was.
Fuck yeah. I had to learn to walk again. You know what that's like when you're 28? It sucks. It sucks, actually.
It sucks. Yes, it does.
Life lessons, though.
Life lessons.
Iliad and the Odyssey, my friend. It's all about the journey.
That's
Yep.
right.
Journey to host a radio show in your own apartment.
I know.
See?
Yeah.
Well-
On your way to mediocrity.
Yes.
Your way to
Living into
mediocrity.
society.
Yeah, one thing also that Ross taught us was the fact that have proper lighting. Because I remember there's been a few times I've gone out places and done interviews.
And people are like, "Damn, you're pasty."
Well,
Yeah,
that
your
too.
pace. Yeah, you need more sun.
That too. I need more sun.
Yeah,
I need more sun, and I need more really strange Hawaiian
Less.
shirts.
go down to
I
the
think
Goodwill
less
and
is what
buy
you mean.
40 pairs of them for really, really cheap.
I need more Hawaiian shirts.
You're a terrible person.
You're a terrible person.
I'm a terrible
He's not that
person.
bad. He's better than most people I know in my
It's
life.
true, actually. Yeah. I mean, look at me.
Honey, you keep coming
Well,
back.
I know. Yeah. Look at me. Yeah.
So Ross, they have these pot social clubs in Colorado. What the hell is this? People just get together and
Dude,
smoke pot?
it's the same
Oh,
thing
I
as
would
sitting in
love
your
that.
basement. It's what I do at my house every day.
There are actually very few of them.
Yeah.
Some of them are able to skirt around the law, especially in Colorado Springs. Even though Colorado Springs does not allow the sales of recreational marijuana, they still have,
Pot
scads
clubs.
of medical marijuana places. But they do have a few, about 3 or 4 social clubs that kind of have skirted around the law and are able to. And actually, the long story short, they tried to shut them down and they couldn't. And actually, the city got themselves in more trouble because they conspired to try to shut them down.
That-
So instead of continuing to try to shut them down, they're just going to let them be without anybody being embarrassed.
Better avoid Colorado Springs
Usually
then.
what it's like.
Let's take the long way through Denver if I want to go to the mountains.
Out of them right now and get all sorts of shit that happened a couple years ago when they tried to shut them down. But I'm happy to say that we have a few social clubs in Colorado Springs.
That's
in
pretty
Denver,
awesome.
somehow they've kept them out, and they're here and there, but they move around from one place to another because Denver's hot on we're serious about no smoking anywhere in Colorado, and that means Denver. So,
This sounds like long story long to me.
Now, the law doesn't say, and the law meant, everybody says, well, that's cigarette smoke. That's what the law says. Well, it meant pot, too, so whatever. So just, they just don't allow smoking anywhere. So people do vape bars and stuff. So.
Yeah.
They vape.
So it's
Oh,
just,
vape.
no, doing pot out in the public, open in the public, like you see on the TV whenever you see, a story about pot, is not the norm. And
Yeah, it is.
generally that's not tolerated.
I do that all the time with my band around Denver and actually everywhere.
But be like a native. Don't do
Shit.
it.
Shit, I walk
Do
into
it
a
in the
fucking
privacy of your own car.
I walk into
your
a
house,
fucking
or something.
Starbucks in Denver and I'm like, "Hey bro, hold this." Here you go. And then I walk in and get my coffee. And that guy sits there smoking my blunt and then
Yeah, you're just asking for to hold it, but
and
yeah.
where in Denver is this?
I don't know how many Starbucks are there. I drink a lot of coffee.
Too many damn Starbucks.
Well, there's way more Starbucks. There's way more pot
Dispensaries,
dispensaries,
yeah.
than there are Starbucks in Denver.
Word. Well, that makes sense.
They are thick. I mean, you can't go half a block without seeing.
Like a goddamn McDonald's.
Green crosses.
That's like a goddamn McDonald's.
Goddamn
Yeah.
Taco Bell.
Mary D's.
Mary D's. Mary J.
Mary
Mary J's. Mary D's. Actually, Mary D's is better, I think.
You're welcome.
I do have one inspirational story that real
Okay,
quick before I
go.
get off.
Okay.
This one chick, she's starting a business actually. She came in from Texas where she's been advocating for the low THC oil, the anti-epilepsy oil,
Word.
which actually
Yes.
doesn't get you high or anything, but it's high in other aspects of the pot plant that actually are very beneficial. So she has been like yesterday. I think she was saying was like 27 days now. She's seizure-free, where she, every day before that, for years, it was like up to 50 seizures a day. So yeah, she has adult epilepsy, and it's basically completely under control now in less than a month. Well, what she wants to do is bring people in, since we have recreational in Colorado, and without having to become a citizen of Colorado or anything, they'll be able to stay in, fairly reasonable housing or whatever, and get their medicine, their epilepsy medicine, on the recreational side of it. Where all they have to do is just show that they're 21 years old, so they don't have to be permanent residents. And I think it's a great idea, and I met the chick last night, and it was just a very inspiring story of how, the great world of pot actually is kind of medicinal. So, that's all.
That's it.
That inspired me to never have epilepsy.
Well, there is that.
You can't always help that, and
No,
I understand
you
her
can't.
because,
You can't help it.
As a child, I had some epileptic kind of problems. They were very, very light, and I took a few drugs, and I don't even remember it because I was like 3 and 4 years old. So,
and your parents started you
what
early.
my mom and dad had told me about it, and I kind of grew out of it, and that was great. But things that bother epileptics kind of bother me, like blinking lights. I can't do a rave, or it just gives me too much of a headache. The new cop lights on their flashing lights, they blink at different frequencies, and that bothers me. A fluorescent light that is buzzing, that is not, where the ballast is bad, and it's in my vision, that'll give me a headache. That can bother epileptics, but. So yeah, that's kind of the remnants, for me. But it's something, I don't have seizures or anything. So, but certain things can, kind of bother me.
Well,
Fantastic.
Ross, I appreciate you giving us a call. Thank you for being with us today, and give me a call this week because I have lots of inside information I need to give you on something.
He has nothing to say to you.
information.
You understand what can and cannot go out on the air.
Yes, and this right now is like
Awesome.
something that I wish I could say, but I can't.
Angels are speaking.
I can't.
Okay.
But get.
Secrets. Sometimes secrecy is necessary for the temporary.
Yes. Oh, you are correct about that. Well, give me a call this week sometime, and I will fill you in.
You shall.
All right, brother.
I shall.
Have yourself a good
Very
afternoon.
good day.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Oh, yes.
Ross Long with us today here on the big program, Coast to Coast and Border to Border. What was that?
What was what?
He's got a boo face, or
It was
I
like
think-
that face from Blink